Hi, Stuart. Thank you so much for joining me for this interview today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. It's awesome to see you again. So, for those of you watching right now, this is Stuart, and he is a part of the cast for Virtual Love and Lockdown, our brand new web series that is premiering this spring. So, my first question to you, Stuart, is for the people who are watching who don't know you, can you just introduce yourself to them?
Yeah, of course. I'm Stuart Maxheimer. I live in Tampa, Florida, and I'm playing the role of Artie.
Awesome. Yes, Artie. And Artie is he's very like he does some questionable things, says some questionable things.
Yeah,
He's just he's out
yeah,
there. And uh you're not really like him in real life. And I think that's awesome to play characters. We've all played characters who are super different from ourselves. But what I
mhm.
want to know is how did you deal with playing a character that's so different from who you are as a person? And how did you bring parts of yourself and make the character your own?
Hmm. That's it's interesting because Artie is he's not a great guy. He's kind of a really bad person. So it was hard to bring some of myself into it.
Yeah.
Really, the way I got through it is just uncomfortably.
Fair.
It wasn't, yeah, it wasn't like too hard. I mean, obviously, I've met artists before, so I channeled them to kind of get into the mindset of the character. The only thing I really brought from myself is I do love Star Wars. I do. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm supposed to reveal any material information, but
No, that's great. Yeah, so for those of you watching, Artie is a big Star Wars fan. Definitely like quirky and fun and unique. And so that's kind of like what you start out with when you start the episode, and it kind of
yeah,
progresses from there without giving anything away. But yeah, I think when you're playing a character like him, who's maybe not like the greatest person in the world, is kind of not
yeah,
nice. It can be hard to like bring yourself to that. So it's nice that you're able to find like little things like just having one thing in common with him, liking Star Wars. But like I'm an actor too, and in personal experience, sometimes it's fun to play roles that are really outside of who I am. But when it's a character like that, it can be kind of uncomfortable. So
which yeah, it's always nice to get outside of your comfort zone, you know, and it allows you to bring almost like a freedom to the character because it's something I would never do or never be like that. So I can really tackle how I think that character would process the situation.
totally like challenges your instincts and your
Yeah.
choices, and it also kind of opens up uh, your freedom to make bold choices with the acting, because like it's
Yeah.
not something you would normally do. So
No, and it's not representative of me at all. So I can make, like you said, bold choices and
yeah,
run with it because he's just an outlandish character.
I definitely think that he's going to be one of those characters that's going to stick out, and people are going to remember him because he's just one of those characters that I think especially a lot of women will be able to relate to and be like, oh,
Oh,
I know an Artie. And you mentioned that you even knew an Artie. That was my next question: is do you think that there are people like that in real life? Do you know anybody like that? And obviously you do.
well, yeah. I mean, I had met I met a pretty good amount of artists, I'm sure, throughout my life. Obviously, I don't know that personal side of them all the time, but I've definitely met some. I surround myself now with people that are good, nice individuals. So I don't know any artists right now that I surround myself with, but definitely have met some artists in the past.
For sure. I feel like a lot of people know or are associated in some way with people who behave this way and who think that, like, because the whole thing about Artie is that he kind of thinks that he's like superior in a way, and that
Yeah.
he can like live up to his expectations. And I think we all know people like that, and that's like the broad general, without giving too much away, what he's like. He's just like, you're never going to be good enough. So
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe he's, I don't know, he's a mama's boy and nobody's ever going to live up to mom. I'm not sure.
okay, so my next question is, if you could only use three adjectives to describe your character, what would they be?
Number one would be douchey,
Mm.
definitely. Entitled
Mm.
would be number two. Sexist would be my third.
I feel like, yeah, that's pretty much Artie in a nutshell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fair. I would also
He's
add
not a great.
probably relatable too. Not in the sense that like he is relatable as a person maybe, but like people will be able to relate to him. I think all people have experienced somebody, even if it's not exactly like him, you kind of know the type, you know? So
Yeah, no, I completely understand what you're saying. We've all met an Artie. I'm sure some women have been on dates with an Artie, and it's
yeah.
or men as well. I definitely not an ideal guy.
Super fun. It's gonna be a great episode. I think it's funny and uncomfortable in a lot of ways. So I think people will really enjoy hating his character. They'll enjoy being like, he's terrible, you know? So I'm excited.
Yeah, it'd be great. He's a you love to hate him kind of guy.
Exactly. Okay, so my next question is, if people are watching this right now and they're like, dang, Stuart is super cool, I want to connect with him, do you have any kind of social media or a website where people can reach you at?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm on TikTok as Stu Max 5, and then I'm on Instagram at Stuart Maxheimer. So go check it out. I do sketch comedy on my TikTok. Instagram, I'm not that active, but definitely check them out.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna link those accounts, the usernames below this video. So if you're watching this and you're like, I really want to check out his TikTok or his Instagram, please click on the names below, and there you have it. So my final question to you, yes, my final question to you is, if you could tell the people who are going to watch the show one thing before they watch it, what would it be?
I guess I would say I am playing a character. Please don't think badly of me. But you know, enjoy it. It's art. It's a fun episode. Obviously, we've discussed how you're gonna love to hate this guy. So just sit back and relax and enjoy it, I guess.
Totally. Yeah, that's a great, just enjoy hating him and enjoy, and just, yeah, for those of you watching, Stuart's great in real life. So,
I wouldn't go that far. Great is that's exaggeration.
oh, come on. But yeah, I think it's going to be relatable. It's going to be fun. This episode was really fun to film. I think it was one of my favorites to film just because we both, due to the circumstances, had really high energy, and it's just kind of one of those like awkward things, but I love
Yeah.
filming those types of things. So I really enjoyed it, and I loved working with you. So
Yeah, I love working with you as well. I definitely had a lot of fun filming. It was fun to get out of my comfort zone with the character, and I felt like with such an outlandish sort of guy, I was able to, as I mentioned earlier, really get into the role and just kind of leave all inhibitions aside.
yeah.
You know, I think it was Meisner who says, if you want to be a gentleman, don't be an actor, because you got to throw it all aside and really commit to the character. So that was fun.
That's super true. I love that. That's a great quote. Well, thank you so much for being here for this interview. It was great talking to you, and I'm just really excited for the show to come out. So, for those of you watching, Virtual Love and Lockdown premieres on April 20th. The very first episode comes out then, which is super exciting. Yay! And then we have every episode coming out weekly. So it's going to be a few weeks of just awesome fun and awkwardness. So please stay tuned. And again, thank you so much, Stuart.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Check out the Virtual Love and Lockdown. It's going to be great. Very excited. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Bye.
Bye.